Hi everybody, my name is Paula from the Real Polish Fanatic blog and jewelry by RPF. Thank you for stopping by my little corner of YouTube and spending a little bit of your day with me. I do appreciate you being here. Today we're going to talk about Emily Damali. If you're not familiar with that brand, she is an Australian brand. She lives in Australia, but she does have a US warehouse and a website. So if you do place an order, if you're from the US, place an order from the US website, and the warehouse already has the polishes, so it's not a really long wait to get your order in unless it's a pre-order or something like that. But I recently placed a rather large order. It's been a while since I've ordered from her direct, and so I got them in a while ago, and I'm playing catch up on some of my nail mail from the last month or two. So I thought that I would just go ahead and show these off, give you a little bit of background on Emily Damali as we go along. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and turn the camera around and we'll jump right in. All right, it's getting late. I don't have a lot of natural light here, so we're gonna rely on our LED lights and ring light. But anyway, like I said, Emily Damali is a Australian brand. She's been in business since May of 2012, so it's been quite a while. I've been buying her polishes since 2013, and I own over 100. Probably with this order that I'm gonna show you today, I'm probably close to 150 bottles of hers. So I am a fan, but it had been a while since I've ordered from her direct. So yeah, I placed kind of a large order, and she was either having a sale or I bought a bunch of the polishes that maybe she was discontinuing or something. Anyway, I got a lot of these for like $8 or $9, so not a really big blow to the wallet. But anyway, so these were some of the first polishes that I bought. I just brought these down to show you how her bottle has changed. And she would just handwrite the labels on the bottom, but they were a little bit different shape. Her bottles now are the square shape with printed labels on the bottom, of course. But I just grabbed these three. These were three of the first ones that I bought. I actually didn't buy these from her. I bought these from a blog post back in 2013. Here we have When Planets Collide, Black Forest, and Warrior Princess. So these were just some of the first ones that she had made, and I just thought I would show you those, bottle shape and everything. On my nails today, you can see I have only one hand done. This is one of the polishes that I'm going to be showing you in this this order that I have here. It's called Flavor of the Week. It's on my left hand. This is, excuse me, this is a reflective polish, as you can see here in this bright light. Very pretty. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to it. And my right hand is naked. I have just a coat of Anchor and Heart's Mermaid Tears. This gets a lot of love, and so she had it in one of the collabs. I don't know if it was Polish Pickup or HHC, somewhere she had this in a collab. So I just grabbed a bottle because I had never tried it before. So that is all that is here on my right hand. I have one coat of that as a base coat, and that is what I have on as a base coat here too. So if you guys have ever, if any of you have ever tried this Mermaid Tears from Anchor and Heart, let me know what you think of it, and if you love it, why you love it so much. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, these are the polishes. We have 13 of them here to show you. 12 of them were from my order, and one of them I bought as a Polish Pickup Rewind, and it was sitting on my desk, so I just grabbed it to go ahead and swatch it for you here. So Emily Damali's polishes are all 5-free, cruelty-free, vegan, and handmade in Australia. So this is what her current bottles look like. This is the first one we're going to talk about. This is called Begin at the End, and it was described as an ultramarine blue nail polish with orange, gold, green, blue, shifting iridescent flakes. So there it is in the bottle. Very pretty. And also she is in the process of changing out her brushes. She always had a very skinny brush, and I guess she'd been getting a lot of complaints about that, and so she is changing it to a wide paddle brush. But if you do place an order with her from her website, a lot of her stock is still the old brushes, and so you may end up getting that. The listings do say if it will come with the new brush. She does have it listed on there if it has the new wide paddle brush. And she also has replacement brushes for sale on her website that you could buy to replace any old ones. And I also see online that KB Shimmer's replacement brushes also will fit Emily Damali. So I actually brought a couple of those down here to change out with you, so I can show you how easy it is to change out the brushes if you don't like those skinny ones. But anyway, right here on the swatch wheel, we have begin at the end in 1 coat and 2 coats. That second coat deepened it up. This one does have the wide brush, so that does make painting easier. We'll go in here and put on a 3rd coat. And I'll also show you the difference in the brushes between what she did have and what she's going to. So this is one of the wide ones that she's going to. It's a nice wide rounded paddle brush. She calls it a fan brush, but I would call it just like a rounded paddle. So this is begin at the end, and here it is in 1 coat and now 3 coats. Very pretty blue with lots of different colored flakes in there. And that is begin at the end in 1 coat and 3. Her website, if you're in the US, is emilydamali.com. Makes it easy to remember. Here's the second one that I purchased. This one is called Bonus Round. I bought it as Bonus Round Oops. It was supposed to be an Oops formulation. I don't know, the label doesn't say Oops, so I don't know if I got Oops or if I got the actual one. I'm not sure what the difference in them was, but I haven't written to ask or anything because this is a pretty polish and I'm happy with it. So this was described as, if it is the Oops polish, an ultramarine blue filled with silver holographic glitter. Oh, here it says, the latest batch of Bonus Round has more glitter added. The end result is similar to the swatches, but isn't as vibrant. So this does seem to have a lot of glitter in there. So maybe this is the Oops and she just didn't put it on the label. I'm not positive. But here it is on the swatch wheel in 1 coat and 2 coats. You can see that second coat did deepen it up. Some of these, especially the ones with the thinner brush, did go on a little bit streaky in first coats. This one does have a skinny brush, but it doesn't look streaky. This one does not in the first coat, but some of them did, and I think some of it is brush related. But here it is in 1 coat and 2. We will go in and put on a 3rd coat of Bonus Round Oops. That does continue to deepen that up. It's very sparkly and gorgeous. Lots of different colors coming through. I don't know if you're seeing that under these bright lights, but it's very colorful. Here it is in 1 coat and now 3 coats. Very pretty. And this is Bonus Round Oops. And up next is what I'm wearing on my left hand. This one is called Flavor of the Week. Her bottles are 12 milliliters, just so you know. Flavor of the Week was described as a medium dusty purple nail polish with silver reflective micro glitter. Under this light, you're mostly just seeing there the reflective glitter. Let me see. It doesn't seem to matter. Oh, I think, let's see. There now you can kind of see what the base color looks like. And like I said, this is what I'm wearing. I have it on in 3 thin coats. So here it is without the bright lights. It's a little bit darker. It's just a really pretty dusty kind of purple. Turn this light back on. Here it is on me in 3 thin coats. It is with the reflective glitter, just a little bit, if you can hear that, it's a little bit textured. I did use a coat of glitter grabbing top coat and then my quick dry top coat over, and it is nice and smooth after that. So here it is on the swatch wheel in 1 coat and 2 coats. Did not change the color all that much between the first and second coats. You can see it's very reflective. Let's go in and put on a 3rd coat here. 2 coats may be enough for you. I went ahead and did kind of thin coats, and so I went ahead and did 3 of them. So here's her original brush. You can see it's very skinny, very little. And just to show you in comparison to her wide brush now, this was the first polish that we looked at. So here's the wide brush, and here is the skinny brush. So just that little bit of extra width seems to really just make a big difference, at least to me. So I'm going to go ahead really quick. I brought down some KB Shimmer replacement brushes because, like I said, it said online in a list that I found that we can use those to replace. So I'm just going to try it really quick while I have you all here. So this is a KB Shimmer replacement brush. Sometimes replacement brushes will come with kind of a bit of like a white coating on them. They put that on there just for shipping purposes. It doesn't hurt the polish. You can put it in just as it is. If you don't like that, you can just, like I'm doing, just sort of brush it off with your fingers, or use just a little bit of acetone to clean it off. And the little bit of acetone that you use on this and giving it, you know, just a few seconds to dry and evaporate won't hurt your polish. But let's go ahead and I'm going to take out this skinny one. We want to get as much polish off of this as we can. So let's just sort of bring it up here, get as much off as we can so we don't waste it. And then you just take the existing brush in the lid, grab a paper towel. Let's see if I can do this without any tools. You just grab the brush in the paper towel and it should pop out of there. You may have to twist it a little bit, it'll pop out. Just leaves you the lid, and then the brush is here separate. And then you just take your new brush. Hopefully this one will fit. Hopefully that list is right and this one will fit. You just set it here in the bottle, and then you put the cap on and twist it down. Make sure it's nice and tight so it will grab onto that. And then you can, voila, you got a nice wide brush. I think KB Shimmer's brushes are even a little wider than her wide brush. Let me see. Let's look at these again really quick. Maybe it's not. So here's Emily DeMolly's wide brush. And here's the one we just redid from KB Shimmer. Yeah, KB Shimmer's is even a little bit wider and a little bit more rounded. Emily DeMolly's does have a little bit of a roundness to it, but as you can see here, the KB Shimmer here, the purpley one, is just a little bit wider. But Emily DeMolly's new ones are just as easy to work with, I think. So anyway, so you can see that's just a very easy, quick fix. And like I said, Emily DeMolly does sell replacement brushes on her website, and KB Shimmer does. Quite a few brands do, but KB Shimmers will for sure fit in the bottle if you wanted to change out Emily DeMolly's. But Here is Flavor of the Week in 1 coat, and now 3 coats. Very pretty. I do like that one a lot. And up next, we have a pretty shifty one, pretty multi-chrome. This one is called Good Enough. This was described as a black to red multi-chrome with purple aurora shimmer and silver holographic flakes. If you can see that little bit of twinkle going on in there from the hollow flakes. A lot of purple from that shimmer. And here that is on the swatch wheel in 1 coat and 2 coats. That second coat deepened it up. The first coat on this one looks pretty smooth, maybe just a couple little streaks in there, but not bad. The second coat filled any of those in, deepened up that color. Go in and put on a 3rd coat. This one has the new Emily Damali brush, so that's nice. Put on our 3rd coat here. And take a look at it. It's a little bit more pink in the first, like a pinky red in the first coat, but by the 2nd and 3rd coat, you're seeing a lot more of the purple. It's kind of like a blackened purple because this is a black to red multi-chrome, excuse me. Then with the holographic flakes in there, very, very pretty. This was Good Enough in 1 coat and 3. Up next is one of my favorites. This one is called Hand That Holds True. I think this was in her discontinued area, so she may be doing away with this. It may already be out of stock. I'm not sure. I did not look it up right now. But this one was described as a coral nail polish with a purple aurora shimmer and silver holographic flakes. So you can see that purple. I love these kind of orangey coral polishes with like a pink or purple shimmer. This reminds me a bit of one of my biggest lemmings that took me like 8 years to get, which is Orly Hot House Flower. I haven't compared them, so I don't know how close it is, but in my mind, it's close. So this is it in 1 coat and 2 coats. That first coat of this one is a bit streaky. It does have the thinner brush though, so I think that maybe that had something to do with it. So let's go ahead and put on a 3rd. You know what? I think I'm going to change out this brush really quick before I paint on the 3rd coat. So we're going to bring our paper towel back over, and we're going to get as much off of this as we can. Don't want to waste it. Grab it with the paper towel, hang on to the brush stem, and just sort of pull and twist till they come apart. Take the brush, discard it, grab a new one. This is another one from KB Shimmer. Just gonna wipe that off a little bit, put it in the bottle, and twist the cap back on. It's that easy to change out those brushes. Make sure it's on there nice and tight so it'll adhere to the brush, and then we can take it out. It's attached, everything is good. We can go ahead and do our 3rd coat now on a swatch wheel. Yeah, these wider brushes just make such a difference for me. I'm glad that she is changing them. I guess she never really thought about her brush. I saw in a post that she did either on Facebook or Instagram or somewhere. I guess a lot of people were complaining and asking for wider brushes, and she's like, you know, I never really gave my brush very much thought. It's always what she used. And But she said, you know, if people are speaking, I'm going to listen. So she's going ahead and changing them out, which is really nice that she's listening to her customers that way. But this is Hand That Holds True in 1 coat and now 3 coats. And this is beautiful and one of my favorites from this order. Love it. And up next we have another pretty multi-chrome. This one is called I Know the Cost. And it was described as a large particle multi-chrome nail polish that shifts from a purple, red, orange, gold, golden green. Got lots of colors going in there. If you can see off here to the side, you can really see some of the shifts. It's hard under this bright light to see everything, but this is a super duper shifty polish. It's very, very there. You can see, if you look at this ring here, you can see how it's like green there at the edges. Beautiful. And here that one is on the swatch wheel in 1 coat and 2 coats. That first coat is quite streaky. This one also has the skinny brush, so I will attribute that to that. But here, very pretty. That second coat deepens it up and fills in those streaks. Let's go in and put a 3rd coat in with this little brush. I feel like you have to have a little bit more polish on the little skinnier brushes. I know what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm going to be changing out all my Emily DeMolly skinny brushes, I think. So there that is in 1 coat and now 3 coats. Let me turn this bright light off here and see if we can see some of the shifts come through. It's these two right here. Oh, I'm seeing it in person. It's like super duper shifty. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time trying to show these off, but it is a shifter, super shifter. And that is I Know the Cost in 1 coat and 3 coats. It's another favorite. It's very pretty. And up next, another kind of purpley one called Just the Notion. This one was described as a dark red nail polish filled with a strong cyan, blue, purple, red, large particle shimmer. There it is in the bottle. My little swatch nail. And here that one is on the swatch wheel right here in 1 coat and 2 coats. You can see that second coat. It was kind of like a rust color almost in that first coat, like a rusty orangey kind of color almost. That second coat kind of gives it a little bit more red. And then with that blue shimmer, it almost gives it a purple feel also. So let's go in and we'll do our 3rd coat. Zoomed out just a little bit. I think I was a little too close. This is another one of the skinny brushes. So on her website, it said that about 30% of her stock is still, well, only 30% of her stock has the new brushes. And that sits pretty good with what I ordered, because I ordered 12 polishes and 8 of them had skinny brushes. So do that do with that what you will. But here it is, and this was Just the Notion in 1 coat and then 3 coats now. That shimmer really comes alive as you add in those additional coats of color. A lot of kind of blue to green shimmer going on in there. Very pretty. And that is Just the Notion in 1 coat and then 3 coats. And up next, kind of a bit of a neutral with a kick here. This one is called Never Stood a Chance, and it was described as a pale brown nail polish with a vibrant green, blue, purple, large particle shimmer, and silver holographic micro glitter. So there you can see all that holographic glitter. It's a very sparkly one. Very pretty. It's pretty smooth though, as I rub my finger on there. It's not nearly like that's a reflective. And that's this one. So you can see, if you can hear it, it's quite a bit. There's a little bit of a texture just because of all those micro glitter, but not nearly like what a reflective glitter was. So here that is in one coat and two coats. Just a very pretty, like tan brown, just loaded with these golden holographic glitter. So let's go ahead and put on a third coat. This one has the wide brush. And like I said, her listings will say whether they come with the wide brush or if they still have the skinny brush. Well, I think they only say if they have the wide brush. So if it doesn't say this comes with our new wide brush, then just assume that it will have the skinny one. So there's that third coat. It continued to deepen up that brown base. Just adds in a ton more shimmer and glitter. Very pretty. I really do like this one a lot. Well, I like all of them, of course, but this is a nice one. Never Stood a Chance in one coat and then three coats. Very colorful, very pretty. And up next, we have another blue. And this one is called On My Mind, and it was described as a light blue nail polish with blue Aurora shimmer and silver holographic micro flakes. So there you can see the sparkle of the hollow flakes. And look at that shimmer. Gorgeous. And here that one is on the swatch wheel in one coat and two coats. That deepened it up just a very little bit. The first coat is a bit streaky. I see some streaks in there, but the second coat filled those in, deepened it up just a little, not a big difference between that first and second coat. So let's go in and put on a third, another skinny brush. These all go on very nicely, even with the skinny brush, but I much prefer the wider brush, so. But we can make the skinny one work. So here that is now in one coat and then three coats. I do really like this one also, that pretty purple shimmer. And here that is On My Mind in one coat and three. All right, up next, another reflective. This one is called Small Movements, and it was described as a dark plum magenta base with purple and silver, A dark plum magenta base with purple and silver reflective micro glitter. So here that is. Let's see if we turn this light off and get a better idea what it looks like without all that reflective glitter. And here that is on the swatch wheel in one coat and two coats. Very pretty. That second coat deepened it up just a little bit. Brings out even more reflective glitter. All the reflectives have skinny brushes. Here goes that third coat. I like this one too. What do you guys think of reflective glitters? Are you kind of over them, or are you still loving them? I still love them. So here's that one in 1 coat, and now 3 coats. If it's looking red on the camera, it's not. It's definitely like a purple, how did she describe it? A plum magenta. Yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't call it really plum. Magenta would work. This one is small movements in 1 coat and 3 coats. Very pretty. And up next, we have this one. It is called The Arrival, and it was described as a dark red nail polish filled with a strong cyan, blue, purple, red, large particle shimmer. And it also has some like electric blue little glitter or something in there you can see there in the bottle. This reminds me of something else I own, and I couldn't remember what it is, and of course I would never find it. I have too many polishes to look through, but it reminds me of something. Here it is in 1 coat and 2 coats. Again, that first coat is a bit streaky, if you can see that, especially up here towards the tip. Got some streaks. That second coat though filled it in very nicely, deepened up that color, added more shimmer and more of those little electric blue glitter. This one has the wide brush. Here's the 3rd coat. Very, very pretty. Here that is in 1 coat and now 3 coats. You can see kind of that red shimmer, those electric blue little glitter bits coming through, and that pretty purpley base. And that is The Arrival in 1 coat and 3. Love that one. All right, up next is this one. This is the last one that I have from my actual order from Emily Damali's website. I have one more that I picked up during Polish Pickup Rewind that I was going to swatch for you. But this one is called The Limits, and it is also one of my favorites from this order. This one was described as a dark purple base with a strong copper, gold, green shifting aurora shimmer and silver and red reflective glitter. There it is in the bottle. Very beautiful. This one is just, I like this one because it's just a little bit different. You look here on the swatch wheel, here it is in 1 coat and 2 coats. And it's just sort of like a gray, and then you get, well, she calls it purple, so I guess it's purple, but on here, at least in the first coat, it looks just a little bit gray, and then like all that kind of red coppery shimmer, and then the silver reflective glitter. It's just a little bit different than things I've seen or that I own. So that's why I like this one. It has the skinny brush though, so I'll definitely have to change that. And there is the 3rd coat. So here that one is in 1 coat and now 3 coats. Very pretty. And that is The Limits. Yeah, I like that one. And then the last polish I have to show you, this was from Polish Pickup Rewind, so it would not be available on her website. But I just wanted to throw it in. It was sitting on my desk with the rest of these, so I just threw it in here. It's called Haunting Your Own House. And this was described as a magenta pink base with a pink to gold shifting aurora shimmer and purple holographic glitter. Let's see, can you see those purple glitter there? Very pretty, very bright. Here is that one in 1 coat and 2 coats. This one is a little bit streaky on that first coat, but not too bad. And that second coat just deepened up that color, filled in those streaks, added more shimmer and more glitter. Let's go in, we'll do our third coat here. And that just continues to deepen it up, smooth it out, brighten it up. Very pretty. So here is that one. Haunting Your Own House in 1 coat and now 3 coats. This one you would have to find in a D-stash, or maybe she does mysteries if she has overpour. I do not know. Maybe she'll bring it back next year for Rewind again if it's that popular. Very pretty. Like that one too. All right, so here are the 12 polishes I bought and one from Polish Pickup. What do you think? Are you a fan of Emily Damali? Are you familiar with her polishes? Do you own any? Like I said, I've been buying them since 2013. I own a bunch of them, but yeah, I love them. Let me turn this bright light off and just see if we can see these. It may be a little too dark, but let's see. If I turn this off, if we can go through and look at some of these reflectives without all the reflective going on, and some of the multi-chromes. If we look at this one over here, you can see it shifting a little bit more. It's shifting so much more in person than it is here. Very, very shifty. Here they all are. A little bit lower light. Here's another reflective. And this one is a reflective. And the Polish Pickup. All right. So that's what I have to show you today. Let me go ahead, turn the camera around, and we will finish this up. All right, so what do you think? Got the Big Daddy swatch wheel here. Here they all are. Kind of a brighter light. I got my ring light here bouncing on them, but gorgeous. Happy with this whole order. Yeah, we can see, let me find the reflectives, or the multi-chromes. You can see as I move a little bit further away, you can see them shifting a little bit better. But what do you think? Like I said, Emily Damali, you can find her US website, emilydamali.com, and some US dollars, and everything is already here in the US in a warehouse, so it not an extra long wait unless, like I said, you are buying something in a pre-order kind of a thing. But yeah, otherwise, just let me know in the comments what you think of Emily Damali. I was going to tell you, as I was doing a little bit of research to see when she started and all that good stuff, I came across a interview that she did with a blogger back in, I think, 2013. So it was right after she started. And the blogger asked her where the name Emily Damali came from, because the maker's name is Haley. And so Emily Damali was her dog's, was her dog's name, and Molly was her best friend's dog's name. So her husband was like, oh, you should just put those two names together. It's really cute. So that's where the name Emily Damali came from. I thought that was kind of interesting, kind of fun. But yeah. So that is all that I have to show you today. Thank you so much for stopping in and spending a little bit of your day with me. If you like my videos, I would appreciate if you would consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. But until next time, I'll just say goodbye for now.